This is me. As a drinks man, I've been lucky enough to travel the world pouring drinks and mixing cocktails for all sorts of people, and it's provided me with a really good living. But until recently, I hadn't had much time to explore my love of food, other than swapping cocktails and wine for kitchen secrets from some of the world's best chefs. So I made a few phone calls, packed my bags and camera, and set off on my own culinary adventure to discover my farming childhood roots, the food I grew up with. I like to call it green food, and this is the story of a generation of people who embrace it. So with manicured grounds like this, you'd hardly think you're on the edge of the Woody National Park on the central coast of New South Wales. In fact, you're actually at Bell's at Killcare. And it's not my first time here. I'm here to catch up with Stefano Manfredi, the main man in the kitchen behind all this wonderful produce. So mate, I'm used to picking mushrooms in a field, usually with big cow patties around them. You get your mushrooms from an entirely different space.
We do. I'm used to going up in the mountains and picking those orange flycaps and the slippery jacks as well.
Yeah.
But right down the road in Woy Woy,
yeah.
At Kim Morgan's little mushroom farm here,
yeah.
Indoors, we've got some wonderful Swiss browns. You can see that there's mushrooms at all different stages of growth here. And you know, that's the beauty. We can say to Kim, you know, we'd like little buttons or we'd like full-blown caps.
I'm what they call a satellite producer, so I buy these blocks and I case them with peat moss, and they've already got the spore impregnated with them,
right,
in them, and I just zip off the plastic, put the peat moss on, you've got to wet it, and then basically I wait between 21 and 25 days, then you get a growth of mushrooms. They call it a flush.
So out of a room like this, you said yesterday you pulled 150 kilos out of here.
Yeah.
150 kilos.
In the last week.
And so what do you do with one of these when you're finished with it?
I sell it to Steve.
You sell it to Steve.
Great for the garden.
He grows herbs out of it.
Great for the garden.
So this is actually an artichoke.
That's an artichoke. It's part of the thistle family. It grows beautifully during winter and springtime. That shoot comes out of the middle. You get one artichoke at the top, and you get all these little ones out the bottom. It's sorrel. We don't use any sprays. Have a taste.
Yeah. Oh, so got like a almost like a citrusy and a gooseberry flavour.
Yep.
Wow.
It's good for the boys to come out here, the kitchen guys. A bit of vitamin D. It's good for them. How lovely those eggs are. Now, to tell good eggs, you have to see how that egg yolk is sitting up. This has got what's called integrity. Really
In terms
good
of
eggs.
the heat.
Yep, nice and hot.
Nice and hot. Very
nice
quick.
and hot, very quick.
Hot and quick.
Yep. And get it, if you want a nice round one, you get it all over.
And the colour is just so significantly a farm egg. I mean, you don't get city hen eggs from a supermarket that are that colour. It's just next to impossible to find.
You know, sometimes when you get eggs at the supermarket, they can be weeks old. Because we have got the space, and we've got so much scrap coming out of the kitchen that it both goes into compost, and then all the leaf matter is great for the chickens. Quite a lot of double yolkers, which is great.
Double yolkers.
Yeah, you know, got the two
yolks and one egg.
In one egg.
That's value for money, isn't it?
That's great, yeah.
But there's certainly not a lot of energy that goes into making eggs other than, you know, giving them your waste, right?
A bit of push.
More energy from the chicken than energy from you.
That's right, yeah. Well, they're egg-laying machines. Come on, ladies. Here we go. We've had overseas visitors that are brought here by people who have been here before, and their first thing is, it's very European. Well, yes, it is, because there's an Italian bent to it, but it's very, very Australian. And we're surrounded by the Woody National Park, which is just magnificent.
Yeah, it's certainly some of the freshest air I've had just outside of Sydney in a long time.
Take it in, it's free.
It is.